세계 여성불교지도자들의 교류와 화합의 장, 샤카디타 서울대회가 2주 앞으로 다가왔습니다. 대회에 앞서 샤카디타 호주지부 회장 헬렌 리차드슨을 통해 이슈를 미리 짚어봅니다. 최준호 기자가 인터뷰했습니다.
안녕하십니까. 헬렌 리차드슨 씨, BTN 최준호 기자입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다. 샤카디타 호주지부의 회장을 맡고 계신데 어떤 일을 하고 계신지 간단히 소개 부탁드립니다.
My name is Helen Richardson, and I've been president of 샤카디타 Australia since 2019. I'm the third president. Our organisation is relatively new. It wasn't officially formed until 2016, when Australian Buddhist women got together and, with the support of Venerable Tenzin Palmo, created the organisation and nominated a committee and goals to go forward. We have some key objectives, such as to create a network of communication and support for Buddhist nuns and lay women in Australia, regardless of cultural and language background, to function as a notice board, to promote all Buddhist activity with particular attention to female participation, to promote harmony and dialogue among the Buddhist traditions, and to work for gender equity in Buddhist education, training, institutional structures, and ordination. Since our formation, we have held webinars and meetings featuring various teachers from all traditions. We have been fundraising, for example, to help Indians suffering during the pandemic, and currently for the nuns struggling in Sri Lanka. We have published regular newsletters and been active on social media.
지난 2019년 호주 대회를 개최하셨습니다. 당시의 소회는 어떻고 성과는 어떻게 평가하시는지요?
Australian 샤카디타 committee members all worked extremely hard in the previous years, assessing academic papers and workshop submissions, preparing them for publication and organising the workshops. We also provided scholarships to help many people to attend. I think the conference brought an understanding of the practice of Buddhism in a Western environment, with many different traditions and different faiths in the wider community. We heard about the surprisingly long history of Buddhism in Australia. The conference, particularly the keynote address, brought an understanding of the crisis in climate change as it is manifesting in Australia, and some understanding of our Indigenous Australians and their legends.
탈종교화가 세계적 흐름인 반면에 불교의 명상은 세계적으로 주목받고 있습니다. 호주 내 불교 상황은 어떻고 한국 불교는 어떻게 바라보시나요?
The latest census showed that people who identify as Buddhist in Australia are a very small percentage of the population, just 2.4%. This is made up of Buddhists from different national backgrounds, such as Sri Lanka, Malaysia, etc., and some Australians who have become Buddhist. But we don't think that figure reflects the interest in Buddhism. Many people are studying Buddhism or attending centres to hear the teaching without identifying as Buddhist. There's a trend where people don't want to be associated with a religion. They're perhaps calling themselves secular Buddhist. But this hides a growing interest in teachings and spirituality. It's just that people don't want to be labelled. As far as Korea goes, we see Korea as an important centre for Buddhism, and we hope that Buddhism continues to grow there. Our perspective on Korean Buddhists has been shaped by the Korean nuns attending 샤카디타 conferences. We have been so impressed by their enthusiasm, dedication, and discipline, and so admiring of their beautiful robes and presentation. We also admire the Korean-trained Western nuns in Australia. We have Venerable Kwan Sunim and Venerable Bon Hyum Sunim, for example, who are teaching and engaged in important community work and are working on key Buddhist committees.
샤카디타가 출범한 지 36년이 됐습니다. 앞으로 샤카디타와 여성불자들의 역할은 무엇입니까?
Of course, we hope 샤카디타 continues to flourish well into the future. We think it is important to be awake to the needs of younger Buddhists and help design programs for them to continue to educate and propagate the Buddhist teachings. We think Sakyadhita has an important role in communicating between the various Buddhist traditions for greater understanding and also within the different faiths. We think there is a role for Buddhists in the more developed countries to inform and support other perhaps poorer countries financially and in other areas. We hope Sakyadhita will continue its important role in promoting gender equity and equality in all traditions, reflecting this very strong movement in society. We also think there must be a role for Sakyadhita beyond the 2-year conferences, that the national organisations should be encouraged to provide programs of education and understanding. But we also understand Sakyadhita cannot grow unless we give it support. At the very least, join up, become a member and keep our memberships current.
오는 6월 한국에서 위기의 세상 속에 깨어있기를 주제로 제18차 대회가 열립니다. 한국 불자들에게 전하고 싶은 말씀이 있으신가요?
Well, yes, we do live in a precarious world. We face huge problems: climate change, pandemics, wars, and economic hardships. What we believe our Buddhist training gives us some resilience with the knowledge of impermanence, and that kindness and compassion can help develop a better world. We, of course, wish Korean Buddhists every success with this conference. We hope it is a great success and that constructive progress is made to help with the advancements of Buddhist women and nuns. And we hope Buddhism continues to flourish in Korea. Thank you.
감사합니다.